Read that again, Deuteronomy 28:68.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships by the way thereof I spake unto thee.
It says the Lord shall bring us into Egypt again. Do you know what the Israelites was doing in Egypt the first time? We was in slavery, right? So we were slaves in Egypt. Give me Exodus 20 and 2. So I got a question. Do you know why we went through that? Why we go through slavery? Why we in these conditions? All right, we're gonna get it for you. Read.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
So the Lord brought us out of the house of bondage, and that was Egypt. When we was in Egypt, we were slaves in Egypt. So we're gonna be slaves over here too. That's what Deuteronomy 28:68 saying. Read it again.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships by the way thereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondman and bondwoman, and no man shall buy you.
What's your name? What? Shantez. So Shantez, name a time in American history where we was being sold as slaves, men and women. All right, the 1800s, the 1700s, and so forth. What was that? Slavery, the transatlantic slave trade. Why did we go through the transatlantic slave trade? You forgot? Give me Deuteronomy 28:15.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So Moses was speaking to the Israelites, and he said, if you don't keep the laws and commandments of the Lord thy God, I'm going to send curses on your people. So what does slavery sound like? That sound like a curse for us, or do it sound like a blessing? Because it is a curse. It is a curse on our people, because we didn't perform God's laws, because we was in sin. My next question, what is sin according to the Bible? Something you do that you're supposed to do. All right, let's get the biblical definition of it. Read that.
The book of 1 John, chapter 3, verse 4. Whosoever committeth sin, transgresseth also the law. For sin...
What it said, if you committed sin, what you doing? Read it again.
Verse 4. Whosoever committeth sin, transgresseth also the law.
It said transgress the law. Read on.
For sin is the transgression of the law.
It says sin is the transgression of the law. So when you transgress the law, that means you're doing something outside the law that it told you not to do. That's sin. So it is what you're saying, but we want to get a biblical definition of it. So my question for you was, I saw you with a sister earlier. That was your little sister? The baby, that's your baby? Oh, that was her baby? Huh? Your nephew. All right. So how old are you? 17? You having sex? You is? Do you think that's according to the Bible? Should you be having sex right now as a 17-year-old? Give me Exodus 22:16, and then give me Hebrews 13:4. Because what I'm going to show you is that sin just like that. It's the reason why we still in captivity. Because a lot of that going on today. Read.
The book of Exodus, chapter 22, verse 16. And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed and lie with her, he shall surely endow her to be his wife.
What that mean? You said what? Yeah, you're supposed to wait to marriage. Yeah, but read it again. Let them get to understand.
The book of Exodus, chapter 22, verse 16. If a man entice a maid that is not betrothed.
So it said if a man entice a maid, so You get with a girl, you have sex with a girl that's not betrothed. That means she's not engaged or she's not married to nobody, right? So she's a single girl. Read on.
And lie with her, he shall surely endow her to be his wife.
You're supposed to marry that girl. You're supposed to marry that sister. Sex is only for married people. Sex ain't for everybody to be doing. Anything outside, any sex outside of marriage, that's fornication. That's against the Bible. What you think? You think God gonna reward you for that? Or he gonna punish you for it? Punish? How you think he gonna punish you? You don't know? Give me Hebrews 13:4.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 13, verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled.
It says marriage is honorable and all, and the bed undefiled. So whatever you're doing in your bedroom while you married, that's up to you. Read on.
But whoremongers and adulterers, God will judge.
It says whoremongers and adulterers, God will judge. Do you know what a whoremonger is? So let's think about it like this. You ever seen the movie Black Panther? So it was a guy in there named what? Killmonger. Why did they call him Killmonger? Because he killed a lot of people. So a whoremonger, what you think a whoremonger doing? Sleeping with a lot of different women, sleeping with a lot of hoes. What? That's a whoremonger. The so-called dude that be like, yeah, I'm like that. I get all the women. The player. That's a whoremonger. Right. And how you think God gonna reward them? How you think God gonna punish them? Go to Deuteronomy 28. What is 66? About the Yeah. How you think God gonna punish them? Let's just give a thought of what's going on today. What's the risk of having sex today unprotected? You can catch some diseases. Name some diseases you can catch. Hey, you got STDs, STIs, herpes, gonorrhea, HPV. What else you got? Crabs, chlamydia, HIV, AIDS, all that going around. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 61. Also, every sickness and every plague, which is not written in this book of the law, then will God, the Lord, bring upon thee until thou be destroyed.
It said every sickness and every plague that's not written in the law. Cancer not written in this law. HIV, AIDS not written in this law. You ain't gonna find it in the Bible.
Right.
But guess what? You can get that when you out doing wrong. When you out smashing the thotties. What they call them nowadays? You young, you know. What y'all call them? Sneaky links? What else? Sneaky links and thotties and stuff like that. And you know what's crazy? That's being promoted in our communities. That's promoted in Inslee. You a young man, be real. If you go tell your homeboys you a virgin, what they gonna say to you? They wouldn't care if you a virgin or not. I know me, when I was growing up, they used to tell me I was lame if I was a virgin. I'm gay. I don't want no girls. I must like men and stuff like that. But if I had 6 or 7 girls, I was that dude. I was the man on the block. So it's not like that today. What's being promoted in the rap music? Give me 1 Corinthians 15. What's being promoted in the rap music? Bring it out. Killing and getting the girls. You gotta have the girls. Look at the videos. They have the diamond chains on. You have 6, 7 girls around just naked, just doing whatever just to make the video go, to make the views go up. You gotta drip too hard. What come with the drip? The women. Read.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 15, verse 33. Be not deceived. Evil communication corrupts good manners.
Don't be deceived that you just think you can just listen to this music and you be like, yeah, man, this music's not affecting me. You know, the stuff that's going on in Inslee, they ain't got nothing to do with me. It's affecting you. It's corrupt good manners.
Right.
A lot of us, when we was born and when we was growing up, we had innocence as a child.
Right.
But that innocence get torn when we get around other children, get around other people doing bad stuff. Being in stuff they don't supposed to be doing. Like growing up, the little youngest, while I'm playing mom and dad, how to go get it, all that kind of stuff. That ruins you as a child, and then that ruins you as an adult. You being adolescents right now, that's ruining our community. I know it might not look like it's not, but it definitely is. Teenage pregnancy on the rise. We got young men that ain't even old enough to take care of themselves having babies.
Right.
You 17 years old. You got your own place right now?
There you go.
No. Got you a car? Got a job? You play basketball. So if you having sex and you go out and get a girl pregnant, how you gonna take care of when that baby come? It don't matter about being protected or unprotected or not, bro. Give me Ciroc 29. I'm gonna tell you why being protected or unprotected don't matter. You still get pregnant. You still get disease. Even though the condom is only say what, 98, 99% effective. Condoms break all the time, bro. What does that mean? About the house. Read that.
The book of Sirach, chapter 29, verse 21. The chief thing for life is water and bread and clothing and a house to cover shame.
Read that again.
The chief thing for life is water and bread and clothing and a house to cover shame.
It says the chief things in life is bread, water, and clothing, and a house to cover shame. But you ain't got that right now. You see what I'm saying? You just need to be a child at this point. Go to school, get your education, listen to your parents, do what's right. Because ain't nothing but wickedness out in this world.
Right.
Go to out in this world.
Right.
Go to what it is, Isaiah 5. About good is evil and evil good. Yeah, 5 and 20. Give me that. Because the stuff that's going on in this world is not right, bro. Everything that's considered right in this Bible is being pushed as hate speech today. And we tell somebody they're supposed to be gay and the Lord ain't down with homosexuality. You know what they say? You preaching hate. Huh? Yeah, you know people don't supposed to do that. So did you also know you ain't supposed to be having sex? Yeah? Why are you doing it? Evil communications, man. Cause that's the lit thing to do right now.
Bring it out.
That's what everybody doing. Read.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 5, verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter.
It says that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. What's sweet? Sweet is keeping these laws, understanding that you're a young man growing up and you need to educate yourself in this Bible to learn how to walk, to learn how to talk, to learn how to grow.
Bring it up.
Knowing that if you get a girl pregnant, you better be married to her. If not, you shouldn't be out here having no sex and getting her pregnant. Knowing you should be listening to what your parents tell you to do in righteousness. Knowing you should go ahead and get your education, and then once you graduate, it's up to you to go to college or you to go find you a job and work your way up in the workforce. That's what we're supposed to be doing. But that's frowned upon. In today's society, the young women saying that they don't want no dude that work a 9 to 5. You know what the young women saying they want now? They want scammers. They want people that scam. They want people that can make that quick money, sell dope, rob.
First Ezra 4:23.
Oh yeah, read that. Yeah, give me that. Give me that First Ezra 4:23. That's what's going on today. And that's what's pushing it. I know as a young man, you want to look fly, you want to get the girls. So you try to get into what the girls get into so you can get more girls. I know how the game go, man. You ain't got to tell us. All us been there before. You don't do that. So if you don't do that, so why you having sex? You having sex because you got to get you a girl, don't it? Why you got a girlfriend? Just to do it. So you ain't got no reason. Ain't nobody influenced you to do it. You just like, yep, I'm just get a girlfriend. You ain't never seen nobody around you with a girlfriend? So they planted that in your mind without you really observing it and seeing it. Read.
The book of 1 Ezra, chapter 4, verse 23. Yea, a man take his sword and goeth his way to rob and to steal, to sail upon the sea and upon rivers.
Yeah.
Looketh upon a lion and goeth in the darkness. And when he has stolen spoils and robbed, he bringeth it to his love.
Who is his love is talking about? Read on.
Wherefore a man loveth his wife better than father or mother.
He do it for his girl. That's why these boys out here doing that. That's why the young boys out here robbing. That's why they want to go scam. That's why they want to go do all this stuff. Keep reading on.
Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women and become servants for their sakes.
Hey, they go out to, hey, these boys going out their mind for women. A lot of these killings and stuff in Birmingham and all over the world, these gang wars and these fights, it be starting over women. A lot of that stuff is over women. Because another dude has smashed this girl or this or that, or he trying to impress a girl. You ever been in a situation like that where it's just you and your friends, y'all just chilling, and then a girl come around, then one of your friends just act all different? Oh man, I got all this money here. Or start trying to roast you or do stuff like that? That's the type of stuff that happen. You saying it don't happen? Huh? Read on.
Many also have perished, have erred, and sinned for women. And now do ye not believe me? Is not the king great in his power? Do not all regions fear to touch him? Yet, verse 26. Yea, many there be that run out their wits for women and become servants for their sakes. Many also have perished, have erred, and sinned for women. And now do you not believe me? Is not the king great in his power?
That's good. So it's just saying many people go out their wits for women. Many of our men going off for the love of a woman, to try to impress a woman and do all this stuff.
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brother, be strong.